It's porch time, baby. Today we're going to be working on the porch, getting it all falled up because everything's falling into place. Okay, that's cheesy. But we're working on the fall porch decor today. I want to keep it simple. I want to keep it cheap, and I want to keep it realistic because let's be honest, ain't nobody got time to spend 3 days on fall porch decor whenever Christmas is right around the corner. We want it to be pretty, but we don't want to put too much effort into it because then all that effort will just be changed in just a couple of months, or in my case, about a month. So I wanted to add a lot of fall floral, like mums and stuff, to really fall it up. I originally thought about putting my chairs over here and then a little like mum area to the left. I didn't like that, so here I am moving my chairs back to the way it was, and then just using that as a base to put everything around it. You'll see my kiddos going in and out because that's what they do. When I'm outside, they're outside. When I'm inside, they're inside. So I'm moving stuff around to kind of see how I like it. I'm putting the plants in the buckets before I really plant the plants in the buckets, just to see how I like it. You guys know me, I'm a very visual person. I gotta move things around 100 times until I get it like I like it, and then I leave it that way for a really long time, usually. And you're budgeting your seasonal decor, always go with floral, because most of these mums, the smaller ones that you see right here, were $5. That's a heck of a lot cheaper than fall decor at these big box stores. Utilize some sort of fall floral. That'll help keep the cost at a minimum. That's exactly what I did. Instead of going and getting these big old like planks that go at beside your front door and stuff like that, I didn't want to spend a fortune on it. So this year I went with a really tight budget when it comes to my porch decor, because let's be honest, mama's got 4 kiddos. Christmas is right around the corner. We ain't got the time nor the money to be making a big old Jones's fall porch. Not happening this year, not happening. Hobby Lobby isn't always expensive though, especially right now with it being 40 and 50% off of the seasonal decor. So these little baskets you see here, the big one and the small one, the orange ones, they were from Hobby Lobby and they were discounted half off, and I used those as planters. We're gonna have to go find a few more things because it's looking cool, but it could look cooler. So we're gonna look for a scarecrow because Haley went to heaven last year, and then we gotta find at least another planter, and maybe a weird, what's it called, gourd? We're gonna find a weird gourd or something. Just a few more things to make it look better. Got all of it off my hands, not all the way, but it's good enough. At least it ain't dookie. Could always be worse. At least it ain't dookie. Let's go see what we can find. Look how pretty it looks when I had the lights off. I told y'all it didn't do it justice in the last video when I had the lights on, but look how stinking pretty with the lights off. I love it so much. It looks so good. When they start making fall trees, that dude looks like he has a story to tell. Oh, Nanny would have a fit. Oh, Nanny would have a fit. She would have a fit over all these trucks. Hallelujah. Look, in case you want to store mini produce. I'm seeing mini ones, but I'm not seeing any big ones. Does nobody believe in scarecrows anymore? Like when I was little, that was the thing. You got a scarecrow in the fall. Did you find them? Oh, we found them. Man, they look kind of pitiful, not gonna lie. That one has pigtails. Hey. This one has a bandana. That one has buffalo plaid on. Buffalo plaid would match my stuff better, but I really like the braid one. That one's pigtail though. She looks like she has a story to tell too. Y'all, I used to love these when I was a kid. I found them in there. And have y'all seen these? They're Ridge Twist double cheddar. All right, so we're not gonna rename this one Haley because that's just rude. That's like naming your kid George and then George grows up and goes out and you name your next kid George. But this is Autumn. Meet Autumn. She has pigtails. She's as tall as I am. Oh, wait. Sorry, her bottom half just fell off. My bad. Don't be indecent, Autumn. Modesty is policy. Girlfriend. Listen, that's the perfect spot, but how do we keep her there? Why has she got her legs crossed like that?
She's a lady.
We need to secure her because she's going to go flying off at the first opportunity she gets.
I got that.
I also think that this got kiddos yelling all around the trailer park. It's pretty, like the wind is out today, but it's a lot warmer than it's been being. I just knew we were in fall weather, but here apparently it's fall one day, summer the next day. There's people wearing like shorts and tank tops at Walmart, and I came in with my like long sleeve shirt and my pajamas. I mean jogging pants. We don't put imaginary parasites on people either. I think this is too big. Well, I mean kinda, but not. I mean not too bad. Yeah, it's really too big. But we're going to work with it. I already washed my hands though, so I'm gonna have Shane do this one. I'm not gonna go too crazy with the porch. I'm just doing like simple. I know I went and ran and got a couple more things, but I'm really doing simple because I decorate for Christmas starting November 1st. We actually have Thanksgiving with the Christmas tree. I only have 3 or 4 weeks till I decorate for Christmas, so I'm not going to go crazy or anything. I'd much prefer to do it bigger for Christmas, but I never really go crazy with my porch decor anyway. I like to focus on the inside of my house because that's where we're at more. I mean, I'm out on the porch talking to the neighbors and the kids and stuff a lot, but most of our time is spent inside, so I like to focus on that when I go to decorate. Yet I still want it to look really cute on the porch, and with the lights on in the evenings, I think it'll look really cute with just what I got. Why does it look like you're about to do something sketchy? While Shane is
where did you have this?
hog tying Autumn over here. While he's hog tying Autumn, I wanted to update you guys on those chips. The Ruffles one I gave to Shane because they were okay, but I couldn't just sit there and eat a bunch of them. But the Doritos 3D, they're the bomb. I can only eat half the bag. Half the bag of that bag was 4 points for me, so I ate half the bag, but they were pretty good.
Can we walk away in the setting sun where the race is done? I see no smile, nothing left to say. I guess nobody really won. When the race is done, I see no smile. Trying to shake all the memories, now the enemies from a place that we both wanna leave. Now we don't really wanna feel. Did we hold on for too long? Could you tell me, babe, what went wrong? But now we're free, yeah, indeed. Can we walk away in the setting sun where the race is done? I see no smile, nothing left to say. I guess nobody really won. When the race is done, I see no smile.
I can't get over how good it looks. That bright orange. My kiddos, you can probably see a rope on the ground because they're lassoing each other. And the other doll backpack's out here. So it's already getting used. But it looks so good. All those oranges and yellows. That's a little bit bigger than it needs to be, but it looks so stinking good. And Autumn over there just makes it. And my wreath up there, it coincides with my doormat and doormat rug. I love it. And it didn't cost me an arm and leg. Yay! You can make anything pretty with money, but it takes effort to make something pretty on a budget. I basically just added some floral flowers and, you know, like fall staples like a scarecrow. and then added some orange just as accents to what I already had. That's all I did. That's all I did. Didn't have to go build a whole wreath garland at my front door. Didn't have to do none of that. Just basically accented what I already had. And the lights make it pop even more. Look what goodies. Hold on. I'm going to show you what goodies I got from Amazon today. So my friend Tony texted me and she's like, Merina, she said, those scrub daddies that you were talking about being like $50, she said, I went and saw how expensive they were, so I've had my eye on them for when they come down, the price comes down. And she said, they just went on sale. And I was like, the Christmas ones, because that's the ones I wanted so bad, because, you know, we're already knee deep in fall. So I was like, I want the Christmas ones so bad, but they're so expensive. $15. They're on sale. They're regular price now, not $50. It has a Christmas tree. It has, I don't know what that, oh, a reindeer and a snowflake. Look, oh, I love them so much. And Scrub Daddy is the best, I'm telling you. I don't think any of these have the sponge side. The Scrub Mama, it has the sponge side, and then it has the score side. Yeah, I'm filling them right now. Yeah, they're also just scores, but I use these for everything. I have one, I have a green one in the kiddos bathroom. I always have a Scrub Daddy in here. This little wand right here is a Scrub Daddy. I even have the Scrub Daddy paste. I don't use it a lot anymore just because you really got to be adamant on getting it off, because it'll stay on the surface and it'll leave a film if you don't rinse it off really good, and I suck at attention to detail. So it's always a pain for me to get it all off the thing, whatever I'm putting it on. But I also got a 3-pack of the apple cider spray because my mum spray hasn't been mum spray for a hot minute. There's a concoction I made in there, but I ran out of it forever ago, about a week after I got it. I got a 3-pack of apple cider, which is my favorite scent, by Miss Myers. I don't like the Miss Myers dish soap because you can literally taste it on your plates. Like, I'm not kidding. It is so strong. I do like the room spray, but I wasn't about to pay the amount of money Amazon wanted for 3 of those because I don't need room spray as much as I need multi-purpose spray. So I ended up just getting a 3-pack of the apple cider Mrs. Meyer. About to put this sucker into action, but first I need to get dinner started because it's 6:45. I'm going to make something that my mama in heaven, I know she's gonna yell at me because I'm making this chicken dumpling casserole recipe I found off Pinterest, and it has veggies in it. Now I'm one of those Tennesseans that believes that you should never put vegetables in chicken and dumplings. That's just how it is. Like, I've never known anybody to. We don't do that around here. None of my family has done that around here. If I tell Nanny to put vegetables in her chicken and dumplings, she's gonna look at me like I have 2 heads. So I know Mama's up there hollering like, I know what you're about to do, don't do it. But I want to do it. We need more vegetables, let's be real. We don't eat nearly enough vegetables in this house. So I like to sneak it in in sneaky little ways. And then B, this recipe looks really good. It does look really good. I've never tried it before. I just found it on Pinterest, but we're going to do that. And then we're going to do like an apple pie filling recipe that I found off there too. Not for me, because I have been going to the doctor every single week because my weight loss has pretty much stalled. Even though I'm eating in a huge calorie deficit. Is that how you say that? Deficit. I'm eating in a huge calorie deficit, and I'm exercising every evening. I'm getting at least a 1.5 mile walk. That may not be a lot to some of y'all, but to me, getting my lard butt up and going outside and walking is a whole lot. It's a lot more than I've done recently. And my weight issue is going super slow, and I know that that's good, but it's almost at a stall. It's like 1 pound every 3 weeks, 1 pound every 4 weeks. So I talked to my doctor about weight loss surgery. I know a lot of you guys have opinions about that. I don't want to do it, and because I'm so hesitant to do it and she knows I don't want to do it, we're trying a different route. We're trying a what's it called? It's a shot. Doing that along with still doing my Weight Watchers and making sure that I take my thyroid medicine, because my thyroid has a whole lot to do with my weight problem, I am told. So I won't be in any of the apple pie stuff, not because I don't love apple pie, but because this shot makes me so sick. For 3 solid days after I get the shot, I'm barely eating anything because I'm either puking my guts out or I'm rolling in nausea. It's supposed to get better. I am going gradually up. So like when you take the shot, it's a weekly shot, and like you can take like 10 one time and then next week 20 and then next week 30, so you go up in 10s. I didn't even go up last week because the 10 made me so sick. It was horrible. So this week we just went up to 20 after I had been on 10 for 2 weeks, and I'm feeling a little bit nauseous, not feeling hungry at all. It definitely curbs your appetite. It actually makes the digestion slow down so that you feel fuller for longer. So that's how it kind of works, as well as with some other things that I don't know about. But my doctor seems to think that it's a really good option for me, and it definitely beats having a gastric bypass. So if I can use this as a tool to get me started and going, it's not like weight loss medications like phentermine and things like that. I don't have anything against those. I think if you're trying to lose weight and you're struggling, I think you should try every alternative that you can that works for you. I took phentermine in 2012 to 2014, and I lost the most weight, well, almost the most weight I've ever lost. There for a while I was doing a lot of things that worked for me because my metabolism was just a tad bit better because I was a little bit younger. Now I ain't no spring chicken no more. and if I don't get my weight under control now, I have a fear that I will never get it under control. So the doctor and I are trying everything we can to get this under control before it causes me long-term issues or it gets out of control. That being said, I'm going to tell you guys that in another vlog. I forgot. What was it? I was going to tell y'all about it. There are several different shots like that though, and they all work a little bit differently, but this one does slow down your digestion. So you are feeling full basically all day. You have to literally make yourself eat, and for the first couple of days you can't eat anything that's going to have trouble digesting. Like you're going to have to eat easy to digest foods, or you're going to, let me tell you, that first night I rolled the bed. I was running to the toilet, not even making it to the toilet if I'm being honest. It was bad. But once your body starts to tolerate it, it does get a little bit easier. Still after the shots though, the few days after the shots, it's still, But all that to say, I won't be having the dessert just because I don't want it. I feel like I've ate a Thanksgiving meal. I feel like I've ate it 3 times today. Like that's how full I feel. So I'm not going to eat that. I'm gonna have to force myself to eat the chicken and dumpling casserole because the only thing I've ate today is 1 serving of Doritos. That's it. 3D Doritos, and that's it. I drank a coffee earlier, and then I've just drank a bunch of water. I gotta get something in me, so I'm gonna eat the chicken and dumpling casserole, but I'm probably not gonna touch the apple stuff. That's gonna be for the kiddos and Shane. Let's get this meal to cooking so we're not eating at like 10 o'clock. So we're going to preheat the oven to 350. I'm gonna stick this in my casserole dish like so fancy, and I'm gonna put it in the oven and let it melt. Meanwhile, I got my chicken boiling. So this recipe called for bell peppers and red peppers in chicken and dumplings. I feel like that's illegal, so I just use peas and carrots. I'm gonna take this chicken breast, shredded chicken breast. Shane actually accidentally got the quarter chicken breast, so it had bone in it. I had to get it off the bone and shred it, and it was only 2 of them. You're really supposed to use 3, but we're going to use 2, and we're going to put it on top of this butter. This is probably the easiest I've ever put a casserole together. Not really, but like it's one of the easiest. You just literally layer everything. So you get the butter melted, then you layer the chicken on it, and then you layer all your vegetables. So I used onion, I used peas and carrots, and then you mix your Bisquick together with like milk and salt, of course, and then you just pour it over the top, and then you mix your cream of chicken and your chicken broth, and you pour it over the top. It is so good. I also use some chicken bouillon or bouillon, and some chicken bouillon, some chicken bouillon. What is it called? Is it chicken bouillon? I feel like it's not how bouillon. I feel like that's not how you say it. But anyway, I sprinkled a little bit on it to give it some more oomph, because as if chicken broth and cream of chicken wasn't enough. But here I am sprinkling the Bisquick mix over the vegetables, and then once I get that sprinkled over there, I go in with my cream of chicken and my chicken broth. I'll have the recipe linked down below. I will go and say wait until you see what we think of it before you think that you might want to make it. It's definitely not chicken. Oh, somebody's here. Alright, let's try out these super easy, what is it, cinnamon apple bites. I think it's supposed to be like a cobbler. It is literally 2 ingredients, and I found it on Pinterest, and I was like, oh girl, I can do that. If it's like 2 ingredients, I can do that. And I probably won't mess it up either, especially, I mean, I'm not gonna say what could go wrong. We're not gonna do that. Got me a round baking pan. I'm gonna spray it. Some Pillsbury cinnamon rolls. Pop it open. We're gonna pull out this, set it aside, and then we're gonna quarter cinnamon rolls.
Or just clarity, cause I don't feel like I really thought I would. Or is it like it should? Did we hold on for too long? Could you tell me, babe, what went wrong? Now we're free, yeah, indeed.
I'm gonna take some apple pie filling, and we're gonna fill this pan up, if you know what I'm saying. Like so. Then we're gonna pop this sucker in the oven and cook it on 375 for about 25 minutes. Top it with some vanilla ice cream, and boom, you got yourself a masterpiece. Maybe, don't hold my word to it. We'll see what the kiddos and Shane think first. We're also going to pour this over it once it comes out of the oven. I'll link this recipe too below. It's super simple. I will say, if you try it, definitely try it with vanilla ice cream. We didn't, and I think that's what was missing, the vanilla ice cream. I ended up cooking it like 30 minutes. But what'd you think of it, Shane?
I loved it.
What would you give it out of 10?
Out of 10?
Because you're not a huge fan of cinnamon apples.
I love the cinnamon part. Will get me every time. I'll probably give it an 8.5.
An 8.5. 8.5, you heard it, folks. I got a little bite of it. I'm also not a fan of like cinnamon cooked apples, you know what I'm talking about? Paired with the cinnamon roll and the cinnamon roll icing, it is super good. It would be even better with ice cream, I about guarantee it. Me and JC are the only ones that like this. I will say, Shane is saying he ate his, he did not. The one thing I will say about it is it's not like a chicken and dumpling bake. That's what it's called. It's actually more so like a chicken pot pie. That's exactly what it tastes like. You know those little pot pies? Be careful, baby. You know those little pot pies you can get in the store? I think they're by Banquet or something like that. They taste, it tastes almost identical to that. So if you don't like that stuff, then stay clear of it. I love pot pies, chicken pot pies from Banquet, but it wasn't so much a hit with the rest of them. So they did like the dessert though. They liked it a lot. I'm going to cover this up, and I can eat this for lunch for probably the next week since somebody else touches it, and that'll do me good. My videos usually go up at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, which is around the time people on the East Coast anyway are finishing up dinner, getting dinner wrapped up, and tidying up. So how about we do a tidy up after dinner with me?
It's been raining for days now, been running like a child. Can't feel the cold when I'm lost here with you, lost in the woods, lost as I should. As long as you be as crazy.
am out here. I snuck out here so the dogs wouldn't see me. I got the kids in bed and I snuck out here. And I'm reading a spooky book, as spooky as it gets in my neck of the woods, which is like not spooky at all, out here at night for spooky season. I had a bucket list of things I wanted to do during the fall. Autumn, because I like the word autumn better. And so far what we've got off the list is we have went to the island to see their fall decor and stuff like that. They have like all their hay bales and stuff like that out right now. We got a picture in front of them. And then I wanted to go to a fall festival, and then I wanted to read a spooky book during the spooky season. I wanted to find time to do that because I have not been finding time to read at all for like the past I don't know how many months. Did I say fall festival? Can't remember. And I wanted to get my inside and outside both decorated for fall. And I got that done today. So there are so many other things I want to do. I want to go to an apple. Is it orchard or orchard? It's definitely orchard. I want to go to an apple orchard. I want to go to a pumpkin patch. I want to go to a new to us pumpkin patch because we go to the same pumpkin patch all the time. I want to drive through Gatlinburg and see the leaves when they change. I want to watch an old black and white movie with the kids. They love, what is it? It's an Alfred Hitchcock, I think. It's about the guy who you can see all the rooms open at once. Rear Window? Maybe that's not it. I can't remember what it is, but they love that movie. So I want to watch that with them. I want to do more fall baking. I feel like I haven't done enough fall baking. And I want to take an evening, like right after dinner, and just take time cozying up in my pajamas and a comfy blanket on the couch with fall aesthetic music and read a book. That's what I want to do. The list probably went on when I first made it. I just can't remember the rest of it. But I'm going to sit out here, read this, and then whenever the dogs finally figure out that I'm out here and they come to the door like they inevitably will, I'll let them out to potty, and then I'll probably go inside for the night. But the trailer park is so peaceful, so I wanted to come out here and I wanted to get some reading done in the pretty. I really just wanted to be out here with my fall stuff. It's also not too cold here. It's cool. It feels like fall, especially once the sun goes down. It starts getting super cool, but it doesn't feel like cold. So I want to take advantage of the weather while it's feeling nice and fall-y and come out here and spend some time on the porch. Trailer park is super peaceful at night. You can probably hear the bugs if you listen really closely. And you just heard my neighbor crank their car. But you can probably hear the bugs and stuff in the background. Super peaceful. She don't like that Daddy went back inside. You are attached to his hip, Tater. She's like, what's all this, Mama? She's about to come back up here, watch, guarantee it. She cannot stand it when Shane... she can't stand it when Shane goes inside and leaves her. She stood at the door waiting on you.
Waiting for me. Are you waiting for me? Go get your zoomies out. Go get your zoomies out.
Here's my boy. Here comes my boy. Here comes Mama's boy. That's a mama boy right there. You like my flowers, Banks? You like them? He's like, what is all this? Shane's playing a trick on Tater. A mean trick. Look, here she goes. I told you she did it. Banksy, did you see the scarecrow? Did you see the scarecrow?
Don't eat the lava rock. Mums are poisonous to dogs. These flowers contain multiple toxins, lactones, and pyrethrins.
So
mums are not typically lethal to dogs, but consuming any part of the plant
so
can cause confusion, loss of coordination, excessive drooling, rashes, vomiting, and diarrhea. So they cannot eat these flowers.
So Binks and Tater were really interested in the mums, so me and Shane looked it up to see if there was any reason they were interested in the mums, and mums are actually extremely toxic for dogs if they ingest them. Mine were just sniffing, but that definitely is good to know because that means they really don't need to be on the porch without us being right there with them. I did not know that. I'm not so sure that I would have got mums.
Looked that up.
Yeah, me too. I don't think I would have got mums if I'd known it was toxic. Everybody has mums, so I never dreamed it was toxic for dogs. So that means they don't come up on the porch unless they're just going in.
Yeah,
That's
we might
scary.
need to think about maybe this is finally the time to build a gate.
Yeah, we need to get a gate. I don't like that because my whole porch is filled with mums now at this point.
Ah.
He's doing at me. No trick to them again. Away from the flowers.
Autumn, how do you feel about the mums? You heard it here, folks.
What's wrong with you? If you want to see some pictures of our friends' fall decor in their houses, make sure you stay tuned till after the outro because a bunch of you guys have sent pictures in and I want to share them with you. I haven't got to all of them yet, but I got through a big old portion, so maybe in the next few videos after the outro we'll do like a segment where I just show a picture slide of our friends decor, maybe to give y'all some inspiration, to get some good inspo. I was flipping out over these pictures when they were sending them to me over on Instagram. I was opening DMs and couldn't believe how some of y'all have your homes decorated. Y'all are like Joanna Gaines. Like, I couldn't believe it. So after the outro, I'll have like a little slide of pictures that have all come from our friends on here. I want to close out the vlog. I'm going to sit down and read for a little bit longer. Then I'm going to go to bed. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. I love y'all. I hope you have a blessed morning, even not, whatever it is, wherever you're at. Know that I love you. But Jesus. One of my kids. Is that Cameron?
That's Cameron. He's cackling in
Jesus loves you more. I'll see y'all later. He's still awake?
Yeah.
Good thing it's a weekend.
I never felt tomorrow closing in this fast. Oh, I guess time's in a rush. Leaves are falling down, but at least they grow back. While I'm on a one-way track. Now I know what it means to grow. Time I've got, it is just enough to get by. Yeah, it is just enough to get by. Sometimes I understand I'm making all the wrong demands in life. It never pays in the end, but still I am here, moving on like before. I'm yearning to reach the shore. Now I know what it means to grow. To get by. Oh, now I know.
tide. Let the water go where it wants to go. You can run and hide. You can bury yourself beneath the stones. Somebody told me don't pretend, 'cause everyone could use a friend sometimes. Take some good advice. Don't let your fear decide. That's how you break inside. You don't need to worry. Somebody is waiting down the line. You pick up the pieces. Hey, you'll be alright. I can feel the sun and how the wind makes way across the fields. Let me take a breath. Let me be a part of something